Hello everyone, I am going to make some peanut butter fudge. I'm not sure how long it takes because I just cook it until it looks right, but we'll see if we can time it and let you know. It only requires Eagle brand condensed milk, and then I use the Reese's peanut butter chips. So first what you do is get your bowl, and you have to take your Eagle brand milk. You open that. Open your Eagle brand milk. Get that off of it. And pour it in the bowl, and I heat it for 30 seconds to begin with. Okay, I had to get Ed to open it for me. I'm not quite good at opening yet. But you put your whole container of Eagle brand milk in here. And this even works when it's raining. I know a lot of fudges you can't make when it's raining, but I make this and it's pretty easy. And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
We even make this when we go camping.
Yeah, we make it when we go camping. I make it for the holidays because my grandkids thinks it's wonderful and they love it. All right, you put it in the microwave on high for, I'd start off with 30 seconds. And then I heat my Eagle brand milk. And then when it gets heated for 30 seconds, I pour a whole bag of peanut butter chips in there. Sorry. Ooh. And then stir, and you just keep stirring. And then I put it back in the microwave for 15 more seconds. You do it in 15-second intervals until it's melted and you're ready to pour it into the container. So I'm not sure how long it takes. You want to time it. This is 30 seconds. Alright, and that's the way it looks. And then I take and I add in my peanut butter chips. Put the whole bag in there and I stir it real good. And some of them are already starting to melt, which is great. Wish I'd have made this today when Uncle Cookie was here and I'd sent some home with him. It's okay, I'll send it to the kids' house. They love it. Alright, get all the things there. That's the way it looks. Now I'm going to heat it for 15 more seconds. You only heat it in 15-second intervals so that you don't burn your peanut butter morsels. You can also make it with chocolate morsels, but it has to be the dark chocolate. The milk chocolate don't turn out right for me, but I use dark chocolate morsels, and I either put walnuts or pecans in it. And yes, I am short for my microwave, so I have to stretch. But you take it out and you stir some more.
For the ones that don't know us personally, I haven't been around us. I'm 6'1", she's 4'10", so
we have to share.
Kind of hard when you build a house to make it fit for both of you. So it's a little low for me and a little high for her.
Yep. So see, I'm stirring it. You see how melted the morsels are? Just a few of them's not melted. So I'm going to do it for about 15 more seconds and try it, and we'll see how it looks. And if I think it looks good, then we'll pour it in the bowl. Hang on just a second. Get the spoon. I am OCD. I cannot stand stuff to be left on the spoon. Of course, the kids love it because they always lick it and everything. All right. Put it in there for 15 more seconds. And my grandson wasn't here. My grandson and my niece are both in band camp this week, so they didn't get to come, so I'm having to do it on my own this week. And boy, is it different. I love having them to help and learn the new recipes and stuff, so I will write these down so they can do them.
Barkley and Gracie's decided it's dinner time, so they're coming here to eat.
Of course they have. Okay.
They said hurry up, they want some of that fudge.
I'm sure they do. All right, 15 more seconds. And that's the way it looks. It's all melted. I'm going to stir it real good. And then I'm going to pour it in my greased, I think this is an 8x8 pan. Let's see. Yeah, it's a greased 8x8 pan. Let me see.
It's a glass pan.
Yes. I use glass because I just like glass. It's whatever you want to do it in. But it works. You can see how smooth it is. I'm going to try to pour it in this pan. Can you help hold the bowl? I'm sorry, I don't have use of my hands very much. So he has to help me a lot. That's why I love just telling the kids how to do it and let them have fun. It was always fun to me to learn to cook. So I'm going to teach them to where they enjoy it. Then when my little ones get old enough, I'll teach them. All right. Okay, you can set the bowl over. Sorry. Yeah, my hands don't work like they used to. All right, I put it in the bowl, in the pan. And I'll take and smooth it out evenly. And then I'll set this in the refrigerator and let it harden. And it'll be done in about 30 minutes. Maybe 15 to 30 minutes, I guess. You know the consistency of fudge. When you get that way, it's ready. So I'm going to stick this in the in the refrigerator, and we'll come back and show you what it looks like when we cut it. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. We're going to see if it's ready. He's ready to try it. So you just take it out of the refrigerator. This is the way it looks. I also make it just like this with the dark chocolate, but I add pecans or walnuts to it, and it is fabulous. And it works just like that. Oh, it's not quite ready, but it's almost ready. We'll go ahead and cut it for you. Alright, I'll get you a piece. See, it's not quite set, but he can't wait, so we're going to go ahead and get him a piece. This middle right here is still a little bit warm. But it is delicious. Let me get you a paper towel and let you try a piece. Whoops. Alright, if we'd let it set a minute longer, it'd been perfect. See, there it is. And it is great. Go ahead and try it. See how you like it. Well, you got a video you eating it. Look at him. He's videoing me, but he doesn't video him.
It's good.
It's very good. And I'm going to let it set in the refrigerator overnight, and it'll be perfect in the morning.
Yeah, a little bit longer to get it chilled. It would harden up a little bit. But
He couldn't wait, so we had to get it.
The taste is really good.
Yeah. Uncle Cookie, I wish you were here. He came to visit today, and then I made fudge tonight. If I'd have known, I'd have made it for you today. But next time you come, just let me know.
Here's for you, buddy.
And I will make you some. I love you, and y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. I am here today going to make a chocolate pie. And it's got cream cheese in it, but I still call it a chocolate pie, and that's what everybody else knows it as. So I'm going to get busy making it. First layer we do is going to be Philadelphia cream cheese, 8 ounces, and it is at room temperature. I put it in there, and to that I'm going to add my powdered sugar, and it is 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. And then I'm going to use the mixer, so it's going to be loud a minute. And then we'll get that quiet. You just mix this until it's completely mixed. Do it about 2 minutes. You just want to make sure it's light and fluffy and it's completely mixed up. mixer right over here, out of the way. Whoops, I just dropped it in that Cool Whip. I guess that'll be all right. Okay, my first layer, I'm checking my notes to make sure I don't forget anything, was cream cheese and powdered sugar, and I'm going to stir in 1 cup of Cool Whip. And I already have it pre-measured so I can try to remember this stuff. But it's 1 cup of Cool Whip. And I'm using a generic Cool Whip. I've never bought it before, but we're trying it. So we're going to see how it does.
She's not telling you, but I bought the wrong stuff.
It's okay. We're going to learn. I just don't buy generic Cool Whip. I buy the real stuff. So it might be just as good. We're going to find out, aren't we? And you just stir in about a cup of Cool Whip into it, because this is your first layer that goes in the, and I forgot to tell y'all that I cheated and I'm using a pre-made graham cracker crust. I wish I had made the shortbread crust, but I didn't tonight. I just went ahead and used the graham cracker crust because it was handy and it was easy. I'm not gonna lie, it was easy. Next time maybe I'll make the full thing. But I'm stirring in my Cool Whip into my cream cheese and powdered sugar. Just folding it in so that it's all mixed up good. And that's the way it looks. Looks pretty good. Smells good too. It's got cream cheese in it. Can't go wrong with cream cheese. Alright, this is my first layer. Whew. That's hard. Okay. Make sure I got everything in there. Okay. And we'll put it in the crust. And this is my first layer. Again, it's Philadelphia cream cheese. And then 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. And I mixed it together real good and fluffed it up. And then I folded in a cup of Cool Whip. At least I think that's what I did. We're gonna say that's what I did. Okay, I'm trying to even it up because I like it to be smooth. All right, now then to my bowl. I'm going to use that again in just a minute. To my bowl, I'm going to add 1 3/4 cup of milk. This is whole milk, and I'm just going to pour it right on in here in this bowl because it's not going to hurt it, and I'm just making the chocolate pudding, so it should be fine. All right. That is my 1 3/4 cup of milk, and I'm going to add the dry Jell-O instant pudding in the mix. And this one I'm making chocolate, so this is chocolate. I got it open, aren't you proud? It's the little steps. But I've got the milk, and I'm adding the dry chocolate pudding into the milk and stirring it up. Can you come stir a minute?
Yeah.
Stir it real good, get all the lumps out. Alright, now let's see if I can do it. Thank you.
It's getting pretty thick.
Yeah, it's getting thick. That's what I want. It's gotta get thick. Gosh.
I can make this some more community too, because your hands are going to hurt all day tomorrow.
I know. Just trying to get all the lumps out and everything. It says for 2 minutes. We've been doing it 2 minutes.
Okay.
Alright. We're going to just stop. All right, you do your pudding mix. That's my pudding mix. And I'm going to add it to the top of this cream cheese mixture. And then I'm going to put the lid on it and put it in the refrigerator until in the morning. And in the morning, I will pick back up and show you what I'm doing. I'm going to put another layer of Cool Whip on the top. And then I'm going to put some chocolate shavings on top of the Cool Whip. That way everybody will know it's a chocolate pie. But that's about it for it. Let me get all this out. Yeah, it's getting thicker and thicker, isn't it? That's doing just like it's supposed to do. All right, I got to set that down. I'm going to use this. Might be a mistake. Okay. Now then, I'm just going to spread this chocolate pudding on top of my cream cheese and put it in the refrigerator overnight so it can set real good. And then in the morning, I will put another layer of Cool Whip on top, and then I'm going to put some chocolate shavings on top of my Cool Whip. And that's all there is to it. It's a pretty simple pie. Sorry, I had to look at my recipe, but I'm gonna remember these and get them in my head one day. But this one's real simple and it's very good and tasty. But especially if you like cheesecake or cream cheese, it's real good. But we'll be back with you in the morning and let you see what it looks like. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, I'm back. This is the next morning, and I've got my pie out of the refrigerator I made last night. I'm gonna top it with Cool Whip topping, and then I'm gonna grate some chocolate on top of it. And this is just regular Hershey bars I'm gonna use because that's what I had on hand and that's what we're using. So I'm just gonna cover it with Cool Whip. That turned out real pretty, didn't it?
Yeah. The house smells amazing today.
Yes. Ed has been cooking brisket.
No, Boston butts.
Boston butts. Oh.
Smoked them all night. Just got done doing the pull on them. We're gonna take them to the family reunion today. And we'll have pork sandwiches or pork plates, whatever you want to do. You'll see the video. I'll post the video to it too.
Yeah, we're just doing, I made a chocolate pie and probably gonna do some baked beans here in a few minutes. All right, let's see if we can get this going. I'm gonna just grate some chocolate Hershey bar on top so they'll know this is a chocolate pie. Whoops, that's okay, we'll just leave a piece of chocolate. I'm sure it'll get eaten. Just leave little pieces around. How about that? Put lots of chocolate. And there is my chocolate pie. I do make a Hershey pie. I should have made a Hershey pie. Next time I'll make a Hershey pie. Y'all will love it too. Okay, and there is my chocolate pie. And it's ready to go.
You gonna put caramel on this one?
I may put caramel on this one. I got it out, but I wasn't sure.
Caramel drizzle on there would be great.
I know, but I need to clean my hands. And
We'll put it on when we get there.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want it to stick to the top.
All right, everybody, we're out.
Bye. Okay, today I'm going to make a double batch of chocolate oatmeal cookies. And these are the no-bake ones. You start off with 2 sticks of butter in the bottom of the pan. Turn it on. I turn it on about medium-high. Alright. Turn it on, and I try to get this melted up a little bit first. I just get it started. And then I'm going to add, how much sugar is that? Whoops. Let's see if we can get this going. All right, it's going to be 4 cups of sugar. And as you see, I added my half a cup of cocoa to this so that, and I always blend it up because it makes the cocoa do much better. Keeps it from lumping while you're cooking. So I do that. I automatically just mix it in. Put my butter and my sugar in there. And give it a stir. Okay. Jessica, you want to bring the oats over here? Well, the oats don't go in yet, so we'll wait a minute. I'll need my milk next. Next, after I get this stirred up, I'm going to add my milk. And it's a cup of milk because I'm making a double batch. If you want one batch, you just cut it in half. But I use a half a cup of cream, which is the evaporated cream, and a half a cup of regular milk. Okay, now we'll just get this going, get it melting, get my butter melting, my sugar melting. You can hear it starting to get hot. All right. This thing does not recognize my oxygen. Okay, we'll need our oats and our peanut butter, and that's it. I have the vanilla over here. This is pretty simple. You just mainly got to keep it stirring and watch for the boil. That's what you got to watch for, is for it to start boiling. But your butter and sugar and all that has to dissolve first. So I just pretty much keep it stirred. And look at it. I don't know how to tell you other than I just watch it and do it the same way every time. Making sure all my little butter's dissolved. Here we go. Got my assistant with me again today. I have Jessica with me, helping me. Then we got a little helper, Zoe, that helps some too. My cat is going nuts in the other room. She's trying to open all the Christmas presents. She's already opened about 3 or 4 of them that we've had to retape and rewrap. But she thinks if they're under the tree, they're hers. So we just keep working with it. My butter is almost melted. And as you can see, it's getting smoother and smoother. But I use the cream. I think the cream makes it smoother and looks so much better. But you can see the butter's melting. It's almost completely melted. And it should start boiling on the edges here in just a minute. And then once it starts boiling now, it's going to go pretty quickly. It starts boiling, and then you add the oatmeal, which is, it should be 6 cups of, where do I need to start? Now, okay, the butter's melted, and it's getting real smooth. Now I'm just going to start watching for it to boil. And when it starts boiling, it's going to go really fast. And, well, once it boils for about a minute or so, then I will take it off the heat, add the oats, add the peanut butter, and add the vanilla. I have 6 cups of oats. I have about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of peanut butter. And then I have about a teaspoon, I'm going to put about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla in it. And then I'm going to add some pecans. My family, or some of them like the nuts, some of them don't like the nuts. So I may wait to add the nuts and do half of them, put half of them out on the wax paper, and then add nuts to put in the other half. So, because they're kind of split on the nuts. I like the pecans in mine. Okay, let's get this melted. Let's see if it's starting to boil a little bit. It's just starting to boil a little bit. You can see that going off the sides of the pan. It's getting ready. Shouldn't take it long. This is what takes the longest. The rest of it doesn't take but a minute. But you got to make sure that it's to the right consistency before you add everything. I'm teaching my daughter-in-law how to do this, so next year maybe I don't do it. She can learn to do all this stuff. Isn't that the way you're supposed to do? Just pass it along so you can help them and everybody learn how to do it. That's the way you do your recipes. Yep, it's getting ready to boil. Can tell. I'll stop for a minute and watch it. It's starting to boil a little bit on the sides over here. Let me see, and around there. It's starting to boil. So it should start to boil in the center. I always like it to boil in the center just a little bit. But let me get the edges again. And let's see, it should be starting to boil. There it comes. You see it boiling? It's starting to boil a little bit. Now I'm stirring it to keep the outside edges from burning. And then I want the center to boil just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, there goes the center boiling. See it starting to boil right there? I just let it boil for just a minute. And it's done. Now let's add all the other stuff in. I turn the heat off. Get that stirred up real good. Let's add, I'm going to add my peanut butter first. Because it'll melt pretty quickly. Oh, I'm sorry, my hands are not working, are they? Look there, I got peanut butter all over my thumb. That's okay. All right. Now I've got my peanut butter going. I need a paper towel, please. And let's get it melted in there. It won't take it but a minute to melt. All right, and I'm going to add my 6 cups of oats. And I always add the vanilla last. I don't know if you're supposed to or not. This is the way I do it. I'm showing y'all the way I make it. May not be like anybody else's, but it's just the way I make it. Stir my peanut butter up in there. All right, I'm putting my 6 cups of oats in there. I get it going pretty good so that it stirs up pretty good. And then it'll be ready to just drop on wax paper. And that's all we have to do. Just drop them on wax paper and be done. I do it by teaspoonfuls because that seems to work better, and they don't take as long to set up. But you do have to wait on these to set up before you eat them. All right, let's get all this stirred. All right. Add my vanilla to it. Stir it up, mix it in there. Boy, that smells good, don't it? It smells real good. All right, and that's what it looks like. And get the rest of this oatmeal stirred up in here. It'll look just like this, and you spoon it out on wax paper and let it dry. And that's all you have to do. Once it's set, you can just put it in an airtight container, and it's ready. All right, we'll be back with you in a minute. Thank you. Okay, we're working away, still dipping and putting them out on the wax paper. I'm sorry, my babies are down here trying to hoping we're dropping some, but we're not. He's just sitting diligently, patiently waiting. But this is what we're doing, just putting them out on wax paper. Okay. Okay, and this is the way they look on the wax paper. As you can tell, these right here and the ones on the sides, we have added pecans to. I told you I was going to come back and add pecans in. So we added pecans to them and dropped them, but we separated them so I know which ones were which. Jessica, you see that?
You know, and as you can see, it doesn't really matter the size because you just put any spoon. We have small, large, and medium on here, so it doesn't matter because they all get eat. They're really good.
That's right, everybody eats these.